Pole mounts are very, very expensive. So at least the ones that we have. So we need to learn how to take proper care of them, make sure that they're always set up properly and put away correctly. First, you'll notice that, well, let me start by saying that the pole mount is going to be your best friend when you first start learning how to scale teeth, because it's going to hold your Typodont. So your Typodont is the fake model teeth that we're going to learn to practice on. So there's just a couple things that you need to know about this pole mount. First, it comes nice and straight. You'll see that on the actual pole itself, there's a flat side and then a rounded side. That'll make more sense later. There's a handle that you can press this button and it twists around. And then at the base here, you'll see that there is, I forget the name that what this is called. It reminds me of woodworking, but when you tighten it, it'll squeeze onto the place that you're mounting it to, which will be our headrest. So when we get to our operatory chair, you're going to raise up the headrest enough so that you can see this metal plate. And that is where you're going to attach your pole mount. So I'm going to loosen the pole mount just a smidge. And then I'm going to place it so that the pole is on the patient's side. So, and then I'm going to attach it by righty-tighty, squeezing it onto this portion of the headrest. And then I can manipulate the pole as needed. I'll explain that in just a second. Once the pole is in place and it's but it's sticking out here, so it's like, how is that going to work? You want to make sure that you get the pole to kind of lay like your patient would. So I'm going to twist the handle, which you can see this black handle here. It allowed this just to flop over, but it loosens the ball and socket that's within this machine. We want the flat side of the pole mount to be towards the patient headrest, because it allows this doohickey, that I usually call it, it's like a little nut that props open the patient's mouth or the typodont's mouth. It needs to attach to the back side here. So you're going to screw it on in place like so. So now the flat side of the pole is towards the headrest. So I'm just going to screw it on. You can even let it just drop to the bottom. It doesn't matter. Next, it's time to get your Typodont ready. So you want to make sure that the maxillary teeth, or the larger teeth, if you're not familiar yet, are on top, and then that the smaller teeth, or the mandibular and anterior teeth, are at the bottom. And I'm going to slide this over the pole. One thing that you may find is that you want your Typodont higher on the pole or lower on the pole. That's up to you. So I'm going to just tighten that, righty-tighty, right? Okay. So now my Typodont is secure on the pole. It's not yet secure in the position that I want it yet, but that'll come. Next, it's time to get the patient's mouth open, or the Typodont's mouth open. On the back of the Typodont, there's a little notch perfect for this doohickey to go into. Okay, so you're going to hold the Typodont mouth open so that it's hitting the back of the pole. See, right there. And then I'm going to tighten this nut so that now the Typodont's mouth is propped open like so. And as you can see, it's still loosey-goosey here. So I'm going to now tighten the handle on this side of me. As you can see my hand down here. I'm going to tighten it and secure it in place. Now it's not moving much, but I need to tighten this too. Once it's in this position, I can go ahead and lay the patient chair back so that I can now find my comfortable working position.